Pride and Prejudice is a 2004 British-American Indian romantic drama film directed by Gurinder Chadha. The screenplay by Chadha and Paul Mayeda Berges is a Bollywood-style adaptation of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It was filmed primarily in English with some Hindi and Punjabi dialogue. The film released in the United States on the 11th of February 2005 and was well received by critics. Plot. The plot is based on Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice. Some character names remain the same, while others are changed slightly, using localized names with similar pronunciation. Set in Amritsar, the story follows Lalita Bakshi, a young woman living with her doting father and helping him run the family farming enterprise. Her mother, who is determined to marry off her daughters to respectable and wealthy men, and her three sisters, Jaya, Maya, and Lucky. At a friend's wedding, Lalita meets Will Darcy, a handsome and wealthy American working in his family's hotel business, who has arrived in Amritsar with his longtime friend, the British Indian barrister Balraj, and Balraj's sister Kiran. Events roughly parallel those in the novel, punctuated by Bollywood-style song and dance numbers. Darcy resists his attraction to Lalita, who considers him conceited, arrogant, and intolerant toward India and Indian culture. At parties and gatherings, Mrs. Bakshi's mindless chatter, Maya's kitschy dancing, and Lucky's uninhibited flirting astonish Darcy and his friends, and mortify Jaya and Lalita. Balraj and Jaya fall quickly in love, but misunderstandings and interference by others drag out the courtship. On a trip to Goa with Darcy, Kiran, Balraj and Jaya, Lalita meets and is attracted to Johnny Wickham, Darcy's former friend, and he validates her low opinion of Darcy. Mr. Colley, a rich, crass, clumsy, and ostentatious Americanized relative, proposes to Lalita. After she turns him down, her best friend Chandra agrees to marry him, much to Lalita's confusion and consternation. When the youngest sister Lucky runs off with Wickham in London, Darcy and Lalita find the couple and separate them before he can ruin her life, as he almost did to Will's young sister Georgie. Ultimately, back in India for Jaya and Balraj's wedding, Darcy surprises and wins over Lalita by joining in the traditional drumming, showing that he is learning to appreciate Indian culture. The film ends with the double wedding of Jaya to Balraj and Lalita to Darcy, with the two couples riding on elephants down the streets of Amritsar. Cast. Names in parentheses of the characters in the original Austen novel: Aishwarya Rai as Lalita Bakshi, Martin Henderson as Will Darcy, Daniel Gillies as Johnny Wickham, Naveen Andras as Mr. Balraj, Anupam Kher as Mr. Bakshi, Nadira Baba as Mrs. Bakshi, Namratha Shirodkar as Jaya Bakshi, Indira Varma as Kiran Balraj, Sonali Kulkarni as Chandra Lamba, Nitin Ganatra as Mr. Colley, Meghna Katari as Maya Bakshi, P. Ray Chowdhury as Lucky Bakshi, Alexis Bledel as Georgie Darcy, Marsha Mason as Catherine Darcy, Harvey Verdi as Mrs. Lamba, Georgina Chapman as Anne, Ashanti as herself. Soundtrack. Production. Pride and Prejudice received funding from the UK Film Council with the stipulation that a majority of filming had to take place in the UK. Locations used include Halton House, Stoke Park Club, Turville, and Cobstone Windmill in Buckinghamshire, and Southall, Somerset House, Little Venice, the London Eye, and the National Film Theatre in London. Other locations include the Golden Temple of Amritsar, the beaches of Goa, the Grand Canyon, the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, and Santa Monica Beach. Ashanti sings "Take Me to Love" and "Touch My Body" in the film. According to director Gurinder Chadha in Making of Extras on the DVD release, Ashanti's appearance is an homage to the tradition of a celebrity making a cameo appearance to sing an item number, a song that has no direct involvement in the plot in Bollywood films. Critical reception. The film opened to generally positive reviews. Review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes gives Pride and Prejudice a score of 79% based on reviews from 33 critics, with a rating average of 6.6 out of 10. Stella Michael at the BBC noted that swapping corsets for saris and polite pianoforte for the Bhangra beat, director Gurinder Chadha reinvigorates Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice with fun and flamboyance.